You're walking home on a dark, rainy night, the only sound being the echo of your footsteps off the deserted buildings. Suddenly, a chill runs down your spine as you realize you're not alone. The streets of Britain have borne witness to some of the most heinous crimes in history, and tonight, we're going to explore the ones that still haunt us. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a foggy, rain-soaked road, the kind of night where the darkness seems to swallow everything in its path. This is the backdrop against which some of Britain's most tragic stories unfold. You're in the midst of a bustling city, yet the silence is deafening. In the distance, a faint hum of a city that never sleeps, but here, in this moment, time stands still. It's the perfect setting for a mystery, a thriller that has been unfolding for decades. The case files are cold, but the memories still burn with a fierce intensity. As you step into this world, the shadows seem to move, whispering tales of murder, of loss, of lives forever changed. You're about to embark on a journey through the twisted lanes of British true crime, where the lines between reality and nightmare are blurred. The first stop is a small, quaint town, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, and nothing seems out of the ordinary. But beneath the facade of tranquility lies a web of secrets and lies, waiting to be unraveled. The year is 1995, and the town is about to be shaken to its core by a crime that will leave an indelible mark on its history. As we delve into this case, you'll find yourself questioning everything, from the motives of the killer to the competence of the investigators. It's a story that will keep you on the edge of your seat, a true crime saga that explores the darkest corners of human nature. So, let's begin our journey into the heart of darkness, where the pursuit of justice is an endless labyrinth. The case we're about to explore is one that has haunted the dreams of the local police for years, a reminder that even in the most peaceful of places, evil can lurk in the shadows, waiting to strike. You find yourself standing in front of a small, unassuming house, the kind that blends seamlessly into the neighborhood. But this house holds a secret that would soon shatter the illusion of peace and tranquility that envelopes the town. It's early morning, the sun is just starting to rise, casting a golden glow over the sleepy town. But inside this house, a different kind of dawn is breaking, one that heralds the beginning of a nightmare. The discovery is made by a young girl, no more than 10 years old, who unwittingly stumbles upon a scene that no child should ever have to witness. The room is in disarray, furniture overturned, and in the midst of the chaos, a body lies still, unresponsive. The girl's scream pierces the morning air, shattering the silence, and signaling the start of a frantic search for answers. As the news spreads, the town is gripped by fear and uncertainty. Who could have committed such a heinous crime? And why? The questions swirl, but the answers seem elusive, hidden behind a veil of mystery. The police are called, and soon, the house is swarming with activity, each officer hoping to find that one clue that will lead them to the killer. But as the investigation unfolds, it becomes clear that nothing is as it seems. The victim, a beloved member of the community, had secrets of their own, secrets that could have led to their demise. The plot thickens, and you're left wondering what really happened in that house. Was it a crime of passion, or a carefully planned murder? The more you learn, the more questions you have, and the deeper you delve, the more you realize that the truth is far more complex than you ever imagined. As the day wears on, the town is bathed in an eerie light, as if the very sky itself is reflecting the darkness that has descended upon the community. And you, the viewer, are right in the middle, trying to piece together the fragments of a puzzle that seems to grow more complicated by the minute. You're now part of the investigative team, tasked with unraveling the mystery of the murder. The room is filled with the smell of freshly brewed coffee, and the sound of fingers flying across keyboards as detectives work tirelessly to piece together the evidence. It's a daunting task, with leads that seem to go nowhere, and witnesses who either saw nothing or are too afraid to speak. But among the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerges. A small piece of fabric, caught in the window lock, might hold the key to identifying the killer. The fabric is sent to the lab, and the waiting game begins. Days turn into weeks, and the tension builds. The community is on edge, demanding justice for the victim and their family. The media is relentless, speculating about the identity of the killer and their motives. And you, the viewer, are left to ponder the what-ifs. What if the killer is still out there, watching and waiting? What if the next victim is just around the corner? The uncertainty is palpable, and the investigation is a race against time. As the detectives dig deeper, they uncover a web of secrets and lies that lead them down a dangerous path. They're getting closer to the truth, but the closer they get, the more they realize that nothing is as it seems. The killer might be more cunning than they anticipated, always one step ahead. The game of cat and mouse is on, and you're right in the middle, trying to outsmart the killer before it's too late. The investigation is a labyrinth, full of twists and turns, and just when you think you've found the way out, another path opens up, leading you deeper into the heart of the mystery. Just when you thought the case was going cold, a new lead emerges, one that shakes the very foundations of the investigation. A witness comes forward, claiming to have seen someone lurking around the victim's house on the night of the murder. The description is vague, but it's enough to send the detectives scrambling. They track down the suspect, and what they find is shocking. The suspect is not who they expected, and the motives are far more complex than anyone could have imagined. It's a twist that throws everything into chaos, forcing the detectives to re-examine all the evidence. You're left questioning everything, from the initial assumptions to the latest findings. The more you learn, the more you realize that the truth is a moving target, always just out of reach. The investigation is a roller coaster, with ups and downs that leave you breathless. And just when you think you've reached the end, another turn awaits, leading you deeper into the heart of the mystery. The twist raises more questions than answers, and you're left wondering what's real and what's not. Is the suspect telling the truth, or is it just another clever ploy to throw the detectives off the scent? The game of cat and mouse has just gotten more complicated, and you're right in the middle, trying to unravel the threads of a puzzle that seems to have no end. The days turn into weeks, and the weeks turn into months. The investigation is ongoing, but the community is still reeling from the shock of the murder. The victim's family is trying to come to terms with their loss, but the pain is still raw. The media has moved on to the next big story, but the memory of the victim lives on. You're left to ponder the what-ifs, the could-haves, and the should-haves. The case may be cold, but the emotions are still hot. The detectives are still working tirelessly, following up on leads, and re-examining the evidence. But as the months drag on, the hope of finding justice begins to fade. The community is left to pick up the pieces, to try and heal from the wounds of the past. The aftermath of the murder is a complex web of emotions, a mix of sadness, anger, and frustration. You're left to wonder, will the killer ever be caught? Will justice ever be served? The case is a reminder that the impact of crime goes far beyond the initial act, that the ripples of violence can spread far and wide, touching countless lives. As you reflect on the case, you're left with a sense of sadness, a sense of loss, and a sense of frustration. The investigation may be ongoing, but the impact of the crime will be felt for years to come. The aftermath is a time for reflection, a time to think about the what-ifs and the could-haves. It's a time to remember the victim, to honor their memory, and to hope that justice will one day be served. Years have passed since the murder, but the case remains unsolved. The detectives have long since moved on to other cases, but the memory of the victim lives on. The community has healed, but the scars remain. You're left to ponder the mystery, to wonder what really happened on that fateful night. The case is a reminder that justice is not always swift, that sometimes it takes years, even decades, to uncover the truth. But even in the absence of justice, the memory of the victim remains, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The case may be cold, but it's not forgotten. It's a reminder that the pursuit of justice is a never-ending journey, a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and dedication. As you look back on the case, you're left with a sense of awe, a sense of respect for the detectives who worked tirelessly to solve the crime. You're also left with a sense of frustration, a sense of sadness that justice was not served. As we conclude our journey into the heart of Britain's cold cases, we're left with more questions than answers. The pursuit of justice is a never-ending journey, and we need your help to keep the momentum going. If you have any information, any theories, or any insights, please share them with us. Let's work together to uncover the truth, to bring justice to the victims and their families. Subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories, and join the conversation in the comments below. What do you think is the key to solving these cold cases? Share your thoughts, and let's keep the discussion going. Together, we can make a difference, and bring justice to those who have been denied it for so long. The journey may be long, but with your help, we can uncover the truth, and bring closure to the families of the victims. So, let's keep going, let's keep pushing, and let's never give up. The truth is out there, and together, we can find it.